Hello, I'm Storyteller Dianne de las Casas. Everybody loves a good story. It's the way we communicate with each other, the way we connect. Stories connect the world. Stories are used in many different settings to entertain, to educate, to enrich, to heal, and to explore. That is the power of storytelling. Today, I invite you to come with me on a story journey into the imagination. So come on, let's go! Brer Rabbit can be found hopping all over the American South. If you look in your own backyard, you just might see him scampering around. This is the tale of Brer Rabbit and the Peanut Patch. Brer Fox had planted himself a nice, beautiful peanut patch, and he was proud of his peanut patch. Every morning he would go out into his patch and say, "I done good, yes I did, just look at these peanuts." Well, that night, when Brer Fox went to sleep, Brer Rabbit came sneaking into that peanut patch, and he gobbled up all of those peanuts. Then he snuck right back out. In the morning, Brer Fox came out to check on his peanut patch. "Oh, just look at my peanut patch! Oh, my peanuts are ruined! Look at this! What am I gonna do?" Well, all the animals came running because they heard Brer Fox fuss. First there was Brer Bear. Boom, 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 boom. Then there was Sis Raccoon. And then in hopped Brer Rabbit with his ears a-twitching. Brer Bear asked, "Brer Fox, what's all the noise about?" Sis Raccoon said, "Brer Fox, what you fussing about?" And Brer Rabbit, well, he just twitched his ears 'cause he knew what all the noise was about. And Brer Fox said, "Oh, just look at my peanut patch, it's ruined. Oh, now I can't make my favorite food in the whole world, peanut butter." So, all the animals were tired of hearing him fuss, so they decided that they were going to help him plant another peanut patch. So they grabbed their tools and they began a-shoveling and a-digging and a-working in the peanut patch. And Brer Bell was shoveling and a-digging and a-working in the peanut patch. And Sis Raccoon was shoveling and a-digging and a-working in the peanut patch. And Brer Rabbit was just watching them. You see, Brer Rabbit did not like hard work. No, sirree. He was always thinking of a plan to get out of that hard work. Now, I must warn you to always listen to your parents, because if you don't, trouble just might be headed your way. This is a true tale of terror that happened in the Philippines. Josephine made a mistake. She was 14 years old and she did not listen to her father. She found herself a boyfriend. And when her father found out, he was furious. He said, "Josephine, how could you have done this to me? How could you have disrespected me like this? I have no choice. I must send you to the convent school." Josephine pleaded with her father, "Please, Father, no. Please don't send me away. Please, I'll do anything you ask. I'll be good." But it was too late. His mind was made up. So they packed Josephine's things and journeyed to the convent school. By the time they arrived, night had fallen. Josephine looked up at the huge school made of stone, and she saw the ominous wooden doors. And she felt afraid. Her father knocked, and the door opened, and there in the entrance stood a woman dressed all in black, with a habit on her head and a crucifix around her neck. It was the head nun, and she said, "Ah, yes, you must be Josephine. Please, come on in. We've been expecting you." They entered, and Josephine once again turned to her father. "Please, Father, don't leave me." But his mind was made up. He turned around, and he left. The nun said, "Come with me, Josephine. I'll show you to your sleeping quarters." Josephine followed her down a long corridor into a large room where there were rows of beds. Over each bed was hanging a white mosquito net. The nun pointed and said, "That's your bed. Sleep well, tomorrow is a full day." Josephine got ready for bed, and she climbed in. But she was in a strange bed, and she had trouble falling asleep. She tossed and turned for about an hour and a half, and finally her eyes began to feel heavy, and she began to drift off. And it was then that she noticed her mosquito net fluttering. As Josephine bolted up and looked and said, "Who's there?" she saw a hand parting the mosquito net open. My friend Anansi is a world traveler. His stories can be found in South America, in Africa, in the Caribbean, and even in the American South. This is the story of Anansi's Feast. Anansi had cooked a delicious meal, and he invited his friend Sister Turtle from all the way across the world. Sister Turtle traveled a very long way, and along the way she stepped in some dust and some dirt, so that by the time she arrived at Anansi's house, her feet were covered in dust and dirt. When she arrived, she knocked on the door. Knock, 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 and Anansi called out, "Who is it?" "It is I, Sister Turtle. I have come for dinner." "Oh, yes, Sister Turtle. Come on in." Anansi showed Sister Turtle inside and pointed to the table and said, "Have a seat and a bite to eat." Sister Turtle sat down and looked at the delicious food on the table. She said, It looks so good." She grabbed her fork and she was about to take a bite of the delicious food when suddenly Anansi said, "What is it, Anansi?" "Sister Turtle, in my country it is very rude to sit at the dinner table and eat with dirty feet. I'm sorry, Sister Turtle, but I must ask you to leave. Go down to the river and wash your feet." "Anansi, must I really go down to the river and wash my feet?" "Yes, Sister Turtle, you must." "Very well, since I am a guest in your house, I will do as you ask." So Sister Turtle left and traveled down to the river. When she arrived, she dipped her feet in the cool water and scrubbed the top of her feet, the bottom of her feet, and even between her toes. Now when she was finished, she forgot to do one very important thing. Sister Turtle forgot to dry her feet. And we all know that water and dirt make mud, and Sister Turtle's feet were covered with mud. She walked back to Anansi's house and knocked on the door. Knock, knock, knock. And Anansi called out, "Who is it?" "It is I, Sister Turtle. I have returned." What you have just seen and heard are stories from my various storytelling programs. If you would like to hear the end of the story or would like more information about my programs, give me a call. Thanks for joining me, and remember, until next time, no matter how near, no matter how far, stories are magic wherever you are. For more information on booking storyteller Dianne de las Casas, you may give her a call or visit her website at www.storyconnection.net.